Hello, I'm Char, your friendly online tarot reader. Welcome to our members only tarot readings today. It is Members Monday, so you can become a EarthStar Earth member by clicking the links in the description or up top here. Today, normally on Mondays, we will go through a sort of like a healing, a modality routine. But this week, we just need to just have a little reading, have a little advice, and not worry too much about what's going on. Otherwise, so this nice relaxing time right now. We're in between some moon phases. We're getting ready for new moon on Friday, letting that big eclipse energy sort of just settle down, figure out where it is that we are going. Jen, good morning. So I do have this set to public, but it's only the Char Stars, Earth Stars that we are reading for today. So happy Monday. Doing a little sound cleanse here. Yay, yay, yay. I'd like to invite Archangel Metatron to come in and cleanse our space today. Thank you. I love it. Archangel Michael, please come in and give us a nice, beautiful bubble of love and light. And I'd like to call on our guards, guides, gods, goddesses, guardians, guards, universal energies, angels, etc. Spirit lands, come on in and allow messages to be given for our highest truth and our highest good. Words that are kind and understandable. Not kind of understandable, kind and understandable. So I'm kind of torn up between the Gateway of Life, or Light, and the Quantum Oracle today, simply because there's been a quantum shift. There has been a huge shift energetically in the universe. It's shifted. That whole has happened. So whatever I feel called to pull on for you, I think is what I'm going to do. All right. Ooh, the Four of Swords just flipped over here. I've got the Steampunk deck out today as well. Steampunk deck out. So if anybody watching wants to have a personal card reading, you can join the memberships for the Monday readings. Okay, that's why I've got this on. So the first one that came out here is Soul Star Activation. Fulfilling soul contracts and remembering who you are. Remembering who you are. All right, and I do have members only on for our chat as well. Because this is your day today. Monday is the members' day. All right, you guys. How was your weekend? I call forth from within the light of Source. Thank you for standing at the forefront of my heart and mind. Thank you for activating the ancient wisdom of my soul. I welcome in the support of heaven, earth, the stars, light beings, and beyond. And so it is. All right, so here we go. Mine was good too. It was good. Actually, it was good. Hubby and I had a beautiful day together. I got to talk to both my boys and got some stuff sort of figured out. And yeah, just ate and actually like had blended drinks all morning and played all afternoon and played in the garden. Got a little bit of sunburn. It was really good. We ate a lot of homemade waffles and whipped cream and raspberries. Yeah, it was good. Previously we had actually like stopped celebrating things just because of the level of grief that's involved with the freaking holidays. And like in our home here, we lost my mom on Father's Day in a motorcycle accident. The next year we lost his mom. She passed in her sleep. She was very ill. And then the year after that, we lost my grandma. So it was just like having those events really deterred us from participating in the whole celebration, which is unfortunate. Like the kids suffered for that and because of that, but it was part of the also grieving process of it, right? And so he decided this year, actually, he's like, I want to celebrate Mother's Day for you. I want you to be celebrated. And so we did. It was great. It was absolutely great. So we allowed time and space, you know, like our cards say, allow time and space in our world to honor those feelings. So we had a little bit of tears. We had some good chats in remembering them. And then just sort of after we had that space with those feelings, we just carried on with the celebratory aspects of things that we were doing. And yeah, we got through it. And it was a lot of fun, you know. And instead of sort of like suppressing all those emotions or denying them or trying to force them out of the situation, it made it so much easier welcoming them into the situation because then you're prepared for it, right? Like, you know, little check-ins throughout the day and Felicia, and then just working for it. Like I said, like in that grief to gratitude, this is like step-by-step shit that I've done to help myself and others get through that grief, right? So I didn't spend a lot of time online. It was a lot of my friends were posting pictures of their moms that had passed, and I didn't want to partake in that. It was just, we were just celebrating it in a different way this year. And so, yeah, we're celebrating us this year. It's kind of an interesting take on it. Scrappy-doo. So with that being said, like yesterday being such a big day, I decided we're not doing any work today. We're going to have some fun today. That's why it's also public, right? So we're going to have some fun. I have 6 card readings for members today. It's the talking drum. All right. And I just feel like this is just a perfect way. I did cut my hair. I brutalized my hair. Shh. This is just the perfect way for us to sort of get back in touch with maybe some new feelings that we have, some releases. That's right. Welcoming new things, celebrating releases, getting ready for that next standing point that we're coming into. You know, the work works when you do it. And so like this eclipse season, Mercury came out of retrograde yesterday also. And the Fool card came up as the TikTok card of the day. And here on YouTube, we had the Tower and the 6 of Wands in the reverse position. So there's a lot of changes coming on, a lot of new beginnings. Yeah, I brutalized. I chopped my hair. I chopped it. It was too long. It was driving me crazy. I chopped it. And then I tried to dye it pink, but the pink dye is crap. So now I just have like pink blotches on my scalp in there. All right, so here we go. Let's get into this. I've got Jen, you're first. Felicia, Scrappy-Doo. Well, thank you. I got to fix the back because I honestly, like if you TikTok, the thing that's driving my TikTok is these stupid haircuts, but I just put them in ponytails and then like the back is bad. I've got to ponytail it up again and trim it up, even it out. There's a couple of hairdressers in town, but they're so busy. So here we go. Ooh, who's ready for readings? I'm excited. My feet are like paddling right now, like I'm in the water. And you'll see I've got some stuff going on here. Got some strategy that's happening now. Understanding different sites. Oh, it's crazy. Crazy ass. Crazy ass. All right. So we have the talking drum. And card 1 represents... Okay. Card 1 represents who are you, great ancestor. So what we're looking at doing is connecting with the ancestral spirit, the ancestral energy, a little bit of guidance right now. The reason I do it, it's so much fun. So the reason I lost my thought. The reason I picked this is because we are in a changing sort of energetic space right now. So this will allow us to sort of get a feel of where we are, pick up some generational strengths, release those generational curses, and it's just sort of in a welcoming sort of being aspect. All right, so card 1 is who are you, great ancestor? Card 2 is what do you need from me? Card 3 is what ancestral patterns do I need to be aware of? Card 4 is where am I blocked? Card 5 is how can I evolve and know my shadows? And card 6 is what do you most want me to know? I wore my hair in a mohawk a few times. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to spike it out probably tomorrow. I'm thinking of like just like shaving it down. Like I've got these tufts sticking out. I'm thinking of just like shaving it down too. I've always wanted to shave my head and I never have. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so we've got card 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jen, this is your reading. So who are you, great ancestor? Jen, I have the Queen of Wands right here. So we're looking at a female guide, feminine guide here for you. Jen's here. A feminine guide here for you, reminding you to take that confidence that the women in your line did not do what they needed to do for you to stop carrying it forward. Okay, so there's a feminine energy that's with you right now. What do you need from me? You need to decide to open up and let the magic in. You can communicate with this actual entity right now. I don't know where this reading's going. I'm sorry. So we have the Queen of Wands. We've got that creative woman of action. She's like, hey, what do you need from me? Find the passion. Find what you are passionate about and don't worry about what other people think about it. What do you need from me? We have the 7 of Cups. A whole new beginning. We have the 7 of Cups. So it is about allowing that fantasy. Practice allowing magic in by practicing imagination. All right, imagine dragons flying through the sky. Imagine little fairies playing in your garden. Like really visualize that and bring that visualization into your heart. And then you're gonna have the opportunity to understand that feeling of opened up imagination. Okay. What ancestral patterns do I need to be aware of? Oh my God. Okay. It's not all about the work. It's not all about the money. You really, really need to put like passion and excitement into your world as well. So don't be so analytical. Allow that sort of free passion, freedom to come in with you as well. Oh, releasing grief doesn't mean we love them less. It's remembering them in the good feeling space too. You have permission to feel good again and don't feel guilty for being sad all the time. So yeah, if it's feeling very methodical, very like a metronome, right? I'm very methodical. This is how it is. You need to invite some imagination and magic back in. All right. For where am I blocked? Yeah, you know what? Oof, the stories that come out in these cards, I tell you what, where am I blocked? We have the 5 of Pentacles here. And again, it's about releasing that sort of, this is how we do it, right? It's about releasing that. So allowing the magic in is going to release this 5 of Pentacles feeling that is like, oh, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe other people have it easier because, you know, whatever reasons. This is that time to release that doubt and welcome in your birthright. Your birthright is abundance, you guys. And I know I'm going to start sounding like a crazy person here, but when we create our reality and what we want, we visualize it, we bring that energy into our heart, we bring that vibrational reality to us, or we meet it, right? So if you're worried about like, oh, routine is good, but you got to be spicy sometimes, right? So don't be afraid of getting out of that routine. Routine is going to keep you in this feeling space of the 5 of Pentacles, in that space of lack Imagination is going to bring that and rise that up to that space of I can, I am, and you know, accelerating into that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How can I evolve or know my shadows? Ace of Cups. Again, welcoming in that birthright. This is not where we're meant to be. We have trials and tribulations to help us grow and expand and help us work into that newness, right? So how can I evolve and know my shadows? Let things flow. Let things flow. Let imagination and fantasy fill your cup. Let new things come in. Even though it's a little scary, it's a little new, it's really exciting. Oh my God, my heart is racing. Can I do this? Yes. That's the excitement of it, right? So it's coming from that place of lack and knowing that abundance is yours. And by practicing what we have an abundance of, I am so grateful for my abundance of tea. I'm grateful for my abundance of cards. Whatever you have a lot of, practice that great gratitude, that gratefulness, and that abundance. So your body gets used to like, okay, I have a visual, I have a feeling, I'm speaking, look at this abundance of pasta I have, you know, so whatever that abundance is for the moment, it doesn't even matter. I have an abundance of crafting supplies, you know, so just really practice that, allow that fantasy in. What do you most want me to know? The 5 of Swords. We have 2 5s right in here. All right. So the 5 of Swords, what do they most want you to know? It doesn't need to be as conflicting as maybe we put the pressure on ourselves to be. Because sometimes if we're stuck in the King of Pentacles moment and it's like, okay, we got to work hard, we got to give it up, we got to sacrifice, we have to do this in order to achieve this. Sometimes we get stuck in that mindset. Sometimes we get stuck in that mindset of having to be working to the grind just to make ends meet and then working harder to get ahead, right? So it's shifting that, allowing the magic into play with you, right? It's going to be bigger and better because as humans, as our human experience, we're in this like tunnel vision little world right here, right? This is our blip, our reality. And so when we expand that blip in that reality, we kind of look side to side, we get that expanded imagination, that feeling. And again, these cups are on top of each other too. So with this Ace of Cups coming in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, having that evolution and knowing that things are the ebb and flow, coming and leaving, you know, 8 of Cups here and Chariot at the bottom of the deck. So you have a lot of movement that's going to come in once you release it and like turn on the faucet and let it flow. Just pretend you're turning on the faucet and filling up all these 7 of Cups and all that is overflowing in abundance for you. Our energetic, the quantum oracle, the quantum energy that's going on here is your higher self. And that's what you're being called to. You've got feminine divine energy that's guiding you. Even if you don't have that directly, you have feminine spirit really guiding you to be at your best self, your higher self right there. Right? So also with this 5 of Swords is about relinquishing the conflict. It doesn't have to be hard to be successful, right? You don't have to sacrifice all this in order to feel happy. Happiness is not a reward. It should be the default. Okay. Arcturian light codes, evolutionary downloads, recalling power, and future thinking. So here we are, like with these light codes. I'm actually going to pull the book out for this guy. But it is, again, that feminine energy that's here with you, regaining power. What are we doing? Oh, evolutionary downloads, recalling power, future thinking right here. Right, let's see what we got. Arcturian light codes. I love the imagery in this. See what our connection advice is. It's a new deck too, so getting to know it with you guys. Your message. You can evolve into a greater state of being now. This begins with how you approach even the most mundane tasks in your own little universe. Add the fantasy. Show up in ways you've never showed up before. Instead of checking out of this planet, it's time to check in. Instead of feeling that life is happening to you, realize you have a huge part to play. Recall your power. Realize that you're part of the evolution of humanity, and it's time to become the leader you were born to be. It doesn't matter if you're leading yourself or a larger group. The key is to create more loving ways of doing things. Honor the ideas or thoughts that you have been having recently. If you've been hearing high-pitched noises, seeing flickers of light, or sensing that you are being visited by beings in your sleep, know that you are receiving downloads from heaven. Arcturians are here with you. So if you want to screenshot that. This is a gorgeous card. This is a gorgeous card. I've only used these cards for you guys too, which is amazing. Like, they just call for you. All right, so your higher self is coming through, and don't be afraid of your own power. You have a lot of feminine, strength reverse. You have a lot of feminine divine on your side right now. So just step into that power, right? Releasing that need for conflict, because we do have it. We do all have it as human beings. We have that need for conflict. It's like, where's the drama? We get told things, and 9 of Wands, you're almost there. We get told things and we believe them through our upbringing. A lot of unlearning happens. It is my pleasure. Yay, I'm so glad to do readings today. Julian! Nice, hello. I've got you at number 4. Felicia, you are up next. There is a lot of unlearning, but the more willing we are to it, to release that grip, the more we're going to learn, right? And it is really, like, you know the song, The Dawning of the Age of Aquarius. We're in that age right now. Same. High five, girl. Hell yeah. Yeah, it is. And it's just, you know, a lot of times, that's why there's so much movement going on for you. A lot of times, right, like, we forget that there's a lot of strength in our family lines, because, you know what, they've survived up until this point. You've got this. So, you know, anytime you're feeling less than, power yourself up. Be like, my ancestors say I'm a powerful biatch being. You've got this. Yay! All right, your week's going to be amazing. Amazing week. All right, Felicia, hello. We're here. Felicia, you're number 2, and then Scrappy Doo and Huiyan. So we've got a 6-card reading today. Card 1 is, who are you, great ancestor? Card 2 is, what do you need from me? Card 3 is, what ancestral patterns do I need to be aware of? Card 4 is, where am I blocked? Card 5 is, how can I evolve and know my shadows? And card 6, what do you most want me to know? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Felicia, the cycle has come to a conclusion. New ideas going forward are coming at you in a rather big way. Let's give you your card. Sometimes it's hard to find gratitude when our heart hurts. Just start. Say thank you when you open your eyes in the morning and with each step that you take while waking up. All right, so in the midst of transitional transitions that are happening, especially with the 10 of Swords, allowing all those swords to fall free, fall away. You know, like, it's been a pretty painful coming around, but that pain is going to ease now, right? So you've dealt with that. You don't have to spend that energy holding it down anymore. As I pat a cake it, I don't know what I'm doing there. All right, so who are you, great ancestor? The 2 of Cups. If you've been receiving signs, messages, you're getting messages, you're getting signs. If you've been receiving signs and messages from the universe, communicate with them, okay? If you're hearing songs, if you're smelling scents of somebody that has passed, You are being communicated with. So who are you, great ancestor? They're watching over you right now and communicating with you on a very big level. Now, are those signs coming through in a way that you're able to identify who it is? Is there a certain phrase? I want to say a catchphrase that's, I don't know, I'm snapping, a catchphrase that's coming through, or something that you think of, then you're like, oh no, that's not them talking to me. Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. Are they increasing right now for you? You know, like it's that opportunity moment where, okay, we've opened up, we're letting some of these things go. So we're a little bit, our heart center is a little bit more, nice. Nice. So you are aware of the communication and who it probably is. It's not even a possibility right now. It's who it probably is. All right, what do you need from me? A Queen of Cups. What do they need from you? Quit over analyzing it, right? Is this a sign? Yes, it's a sign. What is it saying? And the first thing that pops into your mind, that's what it's saying. Be vulnerable with it. Allow yourself to be emotionally vulnerable with it. Because sometimes like we get signs from our past ones or from the universe and it like, right, like steals our breath away. Nice, nice. So take that vulnerability. Don't worry about hiding it. You know, like talk about it when that happens. Just be like, oh, I was just thinking of so-and-so and then a bird flew by. That's opening up that communication, and they want you to practice that. Archer. Arch. All right, so again, that's that communication. Open and practice that communication with the spirit. What ancestral patterns do I need to be aware of here? King of Cups. Why are we getting kings here, ladies? Why? Say it to yourself. Say it out loud. Say it to me. Absolutely, say it to me. Say it to the spirit that's visiting you. That's what they're talking about. Yeah, you guys, if you need somebody to say like, oh my God, I had this amazing interaction with spirit today, message me. Absolutely. I'll share in that with you. 100% understand what you're talking about. And I will not look at you like you're crazy. All right, so we have the King of Cups here. This is like, oof, what do they want you to know? Feel those emotions, right? We don't have to be so emotionally balanced all the time. And I know like we strive for that so that we can be in our emotions. But with the King of Cups, you know, like there comes a certain stage of stoic coldness that comes with keeping such an emotional balance. Now, we're not striving for that. We're striving to feel our things. We're striving to enjoy those feelings, right? So in our what ancestral patterns do you need to be aware of? Speak about those emotions. Speak about the things. Speak your story. Speak your story. And it will help bring that balance, that opening, that expansion of like beautifulness that's coming in. It's funny too that we had the King of Cups coming, or kings coming into this position. So looking at what you've been told from sort of male figures in your life as well. Fathers, uncles, grandfathers, because their stoic beliefs can quite often skew the feminine part of that as well, if that makes some sense, right? So, you know, like if the men in our lives were all very stoic and even and didn't show emotion, or, you know, like how do you even feel happy, sad, angry, mad, right? Like that whole gamut of it. That's what you need to be aware of. Okay, that's what you need to be aware of. Now, card 1, 2, 3, 4. Where am I blocked? The High Priestess. This is a number 2 again. Number 2 right here. We're looking at communication. We're looking at coming together in partnerships. So maybe where you're blocked is allowing your personal energy with the universe to come through. Oh, yeah. All right. So allowing this personal energy to come through. right? Your number is 22. Yeah, you do get a lot of 2s. So we've got groups, we've got social settings, we've got gains and losses, and it's the number you always see. So that's the High Priestess. That's the universe saying, hey, I'm here working with you. Don't block me out. Don't deny me. And again, that's right beneath that 2, that communication. 5, how can I evolve and know my shadows? Dude, we have the 2 of fucking swords here. So now we have 3 2s coming in. Okay, so with the 2 of swords in the reversed position, how can I evolve and know my shadows? Just make the decision to see them. Take off the blindfold. Let that guard come down off the heart. Also, like, open up that emotional floodwater, I guess. It may seem like a little extreme at first, but it will come more into balance the more you welcome it. All right, so it is something that needs practicing, right? But you've got this. You've got this other 2 coming in here for you. And then what do you most want me to know? The 4 of Wands. Everything that you're going through right now is going to build a good foundation, is going to build more of a solid foundation. And this is a 4. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Okay. Reasons of celebration, allowing the place for all those things to be in there and still building a good reason to celebrate, those good foundations coming in. Our quantum energy here is behind a mask. Number 3, intention. So this to me is like releasing that mask. And even though it may be a little bit of an emotional mess at the beginning, it's only a mess at the beginning. All right. So once we feel those, once we allow that to come in, especially with that Queen of Cups right here, allow those feelings to come in. It's okay to be vulnerable. We don't have to be the strongest, the best all the time. It's okay to be vulnerable, right? So behind a mask, let the masking drop down. You know, if all of a sudden, if you are a little ADHD as well, and you're out in public, and there's a thing called masking, we're like, yeah, we're good, we're good. Yeah, smile face, here's our customer. We used to call it the customer service face, right? And then they're gone, and you're like, oh, I can relax, I can be myself, I don't have to be smart. Yeah, so there's a lot of masking that's going on with that because we're pretending those emotions aren't there. Crystal skull wisdom coming in on your gateway of light activation. Clarity, divine healing, and high vibrational energy. Let's see what your message is here. This is awesome. And this really has a lot of the colorings of the 2 of Swords coming in here too. Your message. All aspects of your life are becoming clearer at this time. Expect to become aware of what you need to step away from to have a more focused path. You may have felt indecisive, but now you are downloading direct guidance from the heart of Source so that you can live and express yourself in a more authentic way. I love how the oracles are like, here's your tarot story. Know that the downloads often appear as your own inner guidance, encouraging you to move forward. The key is to recognize the calmness that they bring. Okay, that's that 2 of the major arcana. This is a time of clarity and connection. Crystal skull downloads are here to bring clarification to what you have been receiving within. In order for the next phase of your journey to unfold, you must follow the information you've received. You know what you need to do to heal and grow. If you've been asking for a sign that the healing work you have been doing has been successful, trust that this card is the message you have been waiting for. Okay. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Your intention behind a mask. So that's a 3. And yeah, like sometimes it is hard to find gratitude when our heart hurts. These are good readings today, you guys. I think this is the perfect thing. My pleasure. You're very welcome. I think this is like just a big reminder that, yeah, the universe has like a wonderful, beautiful things that are meant for you. That was the Four of Cups. You're going to see things coming in. Once we open that perspective, we have lots of opportunity to see the things that come in, right? So it's great. It's amazing. All right, Scrappy-Doo. Scrappy-Doo, you are up next. I totally know what you mean too. Like, I've got nobody to tell that to. If I have like this wicked awesome spiritual encounter, I come and tell you guys, because a lot of people look at me like, okay, there you go. But we know. All right, Scrappy-Doo. Right? They look at you like, are you all right? So yeah, like that whole thing, like that Saturday vlog after that meditation, holy crap. From my reading at the psychic fair, taking that advice, it has leveled up my meditation visualization, the meditation values in such an intense way. It's amazing. Like seeing these messages come through from the universe just opened up a bunch of those channels, and I'm like, oh, thank you. Scrappy-Doo. I only have a little cup of tea with me today. It's awesome. It's like room temperature. I can drink it. It's not too hot. Scrappy-Doo, this is for you. I just got poked. You guys, I just got poked. You know, like people are like, oh, how was your weekend? Oh, you know, did a meditation, came back on a different plane. I'm in a different dimension. How was yours? Oh, you don't want to talk anymore. All right, Scrappy-Doo, here we are for you. Card 1. Who are you, great ancestor? I've got the cheat codes, all my different readings that I love doing. Card 2, what do you need from me? Card 3, ancestral patterns. Card 4, where am I blocked? Card 5 is how can I evolve and know my shadows? And card 6 is what do you most want me to know? Woo, Scrappy-Doo. Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, bottom of the deck. There, just get started on that work, by the way. Just get started on that work. All right, who are you, great ancestor? Oh, the word He-Man just came in, and I'm like, He-Man castles a Grayskull, but it's the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Who are you, great ancestor? Stop. You know who I am. So also the feeling of like a warrior with a sword is like, you know who I am. So if you're receiving messages, and I want to say it's a masculine guidance, a masculine feeling here of, Scrappy-Doo, are you getting messages? Like, are you in the thick of it right now? What do you need from me here? We have the Magician. We have 2 ones coming in here, Scrappy-Doo. Like big changes, honey. All right, stop. You know who this is. And again, this Magician image is a masculine image as well. But it's the magic that's opening up, recognizing the strengths, again, the strengths. You know this. I just keep getting, you know who this is. You know this. So that's why I'm like, what ancestral patterns do I need to be aware of? The 2 of Cups coming in here. How are you communicating? Communicating in human world, communicating in spirit world, communicating as a human to spirit world, communicating as a spirit to spirit world. All right, so 1, 2, 3, what patterns do you need to be aware of? The communication. Don't deny that communication or anything that's actually coming up for you right now. Stop and recognize how you talk to yourself, how you think about things, the pattern of thought that comes in, and those are tough ones to battle. So we just like beat them up. We'll just battle them out. Okay. Where am I blocked here? We've got the Knight of Wands. Okay, so you're not letting those helpers come in. Huh. That Ace of Swords is aiming down at the Knight of Wands as well, sort of pinning it there. Sort of pinning it there. So where am I blocked here? It's about doing the actions. You know, sometimes the action is just as simple as speaking it out loud. Opening up that vocal space, that energy that comes through there. Card 5, how can I evolve and know my shadows? We have the 10 of Wands. So it's the action of taking on that sort of creativeness of connection. The creativeness of connection. So grab a notebook, write a gratitude each day. Today I'm grateful for blank, or just write one word, and now you're journaling. Right? So mode of communication. If you do some free writing, yeah, this is landing here. So if you do any journaling and you have these thoughts that come in, write them down in your book, right? Because that will be a way of communicating with spirit or receiving messages. Even if it does feel like mumble jumble at first, that will hone in. You may get your direct messages, like that sentence might come out full force. The Knights are here, and it's almost like you've turned your back on them. And this Knight of Wands isn't letting that happen. The helpers are here to push you through this little part. Push you through. What do you most want me to know? The 3 of Wands comes in. A lot of low numbers come. The 3 of Wands. There's a light that's coming from beneath. The light that's coming up is shining the way. It's lighting the pathway. Even though that this is in the reverse position, like we have that visual, we have the light off in the distance, but instead of having that sort of like holding up that periscope or that telescope, we've got this light illuminating from the ground up. So the path that you're walking on right now is very illuminated. And looking forward, oh my gosh, what do you want me to know? Looking forward, that light is going to illuminate that pathway for you, but you have to welcome it and let it in. Talk with the light. If you're seeing things in light, like as in flashes of light out the corner of your eye or anything, we've got great gratitude in consciousness, number 4. So being consciously aware of the interaction that you're having right now, like with your inner self, with spirit, and that communication. That gratitude builds that light foundation that's coming through here. Oh shit. We have Sword of Light, divine protection, cords cut, and breakthrough energy. Look at this. We have a sword in there. We've got the magician wielding a sword. We've got that sword moving to wands. So cutting out that edge so harshly. Let's see what your message is here, Sword of Light. And of course, we have the Ace of Swords right there. Oh, it all comes together, doesn't it? Sword of Light, your message. When this card comes to you, know that it is confirmation that you are walking the path of light and responding to pre-incarnation soul contracts to make a difference on the planet. It's what I mean by walking on that foundation of light. That's crazy. Energetic cords bind us to situations, loved ones, and even the past. Ooh, that's why the Knight of Pentacles is looking at the past. But you are in transition now, detaching from unnecessary connections, dramas, and fears. Here, you screenshot that because it's gorgeous. Know that there will be a great severing at this time, and you might feel isolated for a moment as you will be reconfiguring your circle of trust and moving into a life that is greater alignment with your highest good. That's the Magician card coming in and letting it happen, communicating with spirit, letting it happen, the Knights coming in, letting them help you. Know that the cords that bind you to loved ones and soul family will remain intact. It's only the lower vibrational connections that are being severed. Expect breakthroughs and doors of opportunity opening for you. If you feel strongly connected to Archangel Michael, know that his energy is with you right now. All right, so there's that awakening coming in for you, Scrappy Doo. I felt it was a pretty big energetic shift. I just didn't know it was this freaking big. I didn't know it was this big. I just didn't know it was this big. All right, Scrappy Doo, that was for you. Hello, Jeremy. You're number 5. I got Huyen and then you. No, there's no healing modality work today. I don't even know what to call it. We're just doing readings. Enjoying the moment, being in the now, and doing the readings. How was your weekend? What new things happened? All right, Huyen, you are up next. We've got a 6-card reading for you, the Talking Drum. Card 1 represents who are you, great ancestor. Card 2 is what do you need from me. Card 3 is what ancestral patterns do I need to be aware of. Card 4 is where am I blocked. Card 5 is how can I evolve and know my shadows. Nice, same. It was a good weekend. Card 6 is what do you most want me to know. Perfect timing. This is your reading. Are you still traveling for work on Mondays? Oh, thank you. I'm excited. And you too. How is your Mondays going? All right. Who are you, great ancestor? What do you need from me? Patterns do I need to be aware of? Where am I blocked? How can I evolve? And what do you most want me to know? Nice. Very good. I did read for you last week. All right, girl. Oh, we've got the Tower card in the reverse position and the 6 of Swords. Are you kidding me? Our YouTube cards today are Tower and 6 of Wands. So there's a lot of shifting that's going on. These shifts are like with the 6s, pretty big shifts. Like we're shifting into that next level. Do you feel like you've leveled up this weekend? Sometimes we can't explain it, have the cry, have the moment, and then allow it to move along. Yeah, like this Tower card in the reverse position though. So it's calming down. Everything that's happened, you're going to have more vision and more connectedness with the calming. All right, so who are you, great ancestor? Have you been fighting some like personal internal battles? Like deep personal battles that you haven't told anybody about? Who are you, great ancestor? We have the Devil in the reverse position. That's why I'm asking about these personal battles. So, I don't know. So with the Devil in the reverse position, if there are, maybe it's just like a whole relief blanket that's happening right now. But coming in here, like knowing that you do have ancestors and spirit guides that are helping you and they're with you. I'm not sure why we have the Devil reversed. Yes, self-worthiness definitely counts. So if you've been battling the self-worth, you are winning, right? So we have that Tower and we have that Devil card. Let's see what's going on here. So I feel like it's like releasing that Devil of not loving yourself, you know, like realizing that you have all these beautiful strengths and attributes, and you're smart and you're beautiful, and you're recognizing all these things, right? So what do you need from me, great ancestor? Your foundations. Your foundations, building the foundations, reasons to celebrate, building reasons to feel good about yourself. So give yourself that compliment every day. Give yourself that ability. Give yourself permission to be successful and feel good at doing it. Give yourself permission to try new things and not worry about the immediate outcome too badly. What ancestral patterns do you need to be aware of? The Empress. We have a lot of major arcana coming in. Oh, lovely. All right, so maybe a lot of personal shifts are coming through right now. We have the Empress in the reverse position. The ancestral patterns that you need to be aware of is giving yourself permission to be abundant, to be successful, recognizing that the universe wants to help you. All right. Allowing that fertile moment of growth, of expansion, of higher knowledge. And you don't necessarily have to know why you have that higher knowledge either. You are worthy. Excellent. And so that's also moving through this. That's building those nice foundations. All right. The Empress is like the universe. Let the universe help you more. It doesn't need to be so hard. Card 4. Where am I blocked? 4 of Pentacles in the reverse position. So with the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse position, maybe it's about, like investing in that higher self, moving that energy through that says, I am worthy, I am good, I am capable, I give myself permission. And with the Tower card here, I feel like it's a big deal. Like you're going to come through and just be like, aha. But there's movement coming in here, and understanding your value is leveling up. Right? So if you look at this, normally the 4 of Pentacles reverse is like, okay, we are getting ready for movement. But if you look at this coin and it's getting passed off to this next hand, you're literally leveling up. You're handing off the baton, right? So it's going from this hand to this hand, and now you're leveling up. So don't worry about being worthy, because the universe has your back on this. Don't worry about any turmoil that may come from it. Breathe it away. Right? You don't need to take all these things from what worked in the past all the way forward with you. Card 5. How can I evolve and know my shadows? Let the magic in. There's more magic for you. You're a very powerful being. You have a lot of spirit guides on your side that are just like helping you and helping you. So how can I evolve and know my shadows? Let the magic in. The Magician and the Empress, that creative force. Be the best in your world, and tell yourself that. I create the best little things. I am a leader in my lane. I'm a leader in my field. Right? So that let that magic come in with you. And what do you most want me to know? The 3 of Pentacles. We have these 2 3s here as well. So there's new things coming towards you. Some of it is going to come from outside information, and some of it is going to be that inside, like where the heart and the mind meet together and they have this beautiful connection, and it's like, boom, we've got these new things going. We've got these new things that are going. Okay, so that presence all around you is your spirit guides. And the Empress and the Magician coming in are like, yes, welcome them in. Talk to them. Allow them to be there, right? Don't feel like you're not good enough to have these beautiful, beautiful guides with you. We all have a beautiful council of guides. We all have love ties to loved ones passed in the universe, right? So they are yours. And the universe right now is telling you to open up and welcome them in. They're for you. They're there to help you. Don't fight it. Yeah. All right, here we are. Back and forth intention. Also coming in with the Devil card, right? So yes, as we're building these foundations and as we're opening up to let our spirit guides in and help us. Thank you, angels, for showing me how amazing today is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is hard to go back and forth, right? Letting that magic come in. So still finding that balance, but welcoming more of the universal energy in. We are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. Okay? So our activation, angelic frequency. Angels are here. You are safe. Potent connection. Ooh. Okay, let's see what the book has to say with this. Angelic frequency. Your message. Angels are drawing close at this time, so be open to signs and synchronicities that confirm this. It's important for you to know that through your actions, choices, and service, you have upgraded your spiritual connection and your frequency. So that's building that, welcoming in spirit. Rejoice, for you may be rewarded with abundance and blessings at this time. And you have been making choices that are not just for your own greater good, but for that of those around you. Your guardian angel is with you now, helping you remember your infinite power and potential. Reach for the stars and trust that all the efforts you have been making, both internally and externally, will bring blessings and opportunities. The path you are on is aligned to your highest good, and the support you need is there for you. You are cherished by the angels. All right. So yeah, and it's opening up. Let this calm down. That Tower card and that Devil card. It's your angels. It's your guides that are there for you. All right. So there's no need to be afraid of that. Just open up and let the universe help you out. And that's why we have the Empress and the Magician coming in. Okay. So if you want to screenshot that. I don't know why I'm all of a sudden, hey, why don't you screenshot this so you can like look at it when you need it. I think it's great though. It's a great opportunity. Oh, my belly. Thank you. So is that making sense though? Like these are pretty deep readings, you guys. And this week, just allow that information to come in. Just allow things to happen. Last week was a week of waiting. This week is like acting on that inspiration. Okay? If you're feeling your spirit guides, talk to them. Say, hello, spirit guides. You know, if you're by yourself, you can be like, this is kind of weird talking out loud to myself, but I welcome you into my world. Can you give me a sign, please? So, and then look around and see what happens with that sign. Does something ding? Does a bird fly by? Do you hear a favorite song lyric? You know, can you smell something? So when you're reaching out to connect with those spirit guides, just be honest with yourself. You know, like, it's kind of weird standing here in my house talking out loud, but I feel your presence. So thank you for being here. I accept your guidance. You smell stuff all the time. Nice. Clairsentience. And they move your stuff. Oh, wow. So if you are finding something's moved, yeah, they're trying to get out and like get your attention. So open that conversation, open the communication and talk to them. You know, it may sound really weird. It may feel really weird at first, but when you open that communication, you speak it out loud rather than just keeping it in your brain, it enhances that line of communication. Right? So then just say, hey, how's it going? I was practice talking to them. Oh, that's pretty cool. That is so cool. It is, and that's that Devil card, right? That's that Devil card coming in. We get ourselves in our own mind that, oh my God, this is kind of weird and scary because it's something that doesn't happen or not everybody is open to it. And so, you know, like with that, releasing judgment. Right. And so like you can also ask for messages, and if you have your tarot deck out and you're getting, you know, notions from spirit, you can pull your deck out and just be like, okay, can we communicate with this? What do you need to tell me? And see what card comes out. See if it feels like that's the message, right? So that's how we practice doing that. You know, when I first really started studying, was it 2 years ago now, and getting into this? Yes, so that's when you should be doing your reading. That's them saying, here's your message, here you go. Knight of Swords. Right? Or if you like spread it out and you're like, okay, this is the card, King of Wands. You know, like it, and then just see what comes to you, and let that line of communication, let those voices come in through the brain, right? Like through that mindscape. So really, Spirit's asking you to acknowledge it. Yeah, when I first started this, I was very discouraged because I can't see spirits. I cannot see I can't see a spirit of like a Grandpa Joe standing there. What I do see is energy. I see the energy of that. So it's not like the outline in the person. I don't see that visual. I see the energy. And it's funny because I don't necessarily read auras. So it is really interesting how we get called to connect with spirit. It's like I had a lady I read for, and she's like, well, you know, when I get messages or when I see the spirit of this, they're still little. They're still at the age when they died, a child had passed. And I'm like, well, if that's the way you want to see it, that's how they're going to show up, because that's how you recognize it. And she looked at me like I was on something. And I'm like, Spirit's going to show itself to you how you are going to be comfortable and how you are going to recognize it. I don't see age, I see energy, right? And so it was actually pretty amazing. And I did this meditation from like the observer position, and I was able to identify which spirit's energy it was at that time. Still no like faces or anything, but knowing what that spirit is or who that spirit is. So it's pretty cool how they come through and talk, communicate. Give yourself the freedom for it. You know, if you're feeling like a crazy person talking to spirit land right now, you're probably in the right zone. But it's giving ourselves that permission to release that little tight expectation and other people's expectations of that communication. We need to release that and just go with what Spirit says. All right, you've got this. Oh, Jeremy, you are up next. 6-card readings here. I love doing these readings for you guys. I'm so glad I was called to do this. Thank you. I look forward to hearing about it. You guys, if you have stories from Spirit you want to share, you had this experience, you feel like, oh man, is this a thing? Go ahead, message me. I'm here for you. Let's work on this journey together. All right, Jeremy, this one's for you, my friends. Happy weekend. Oh, my belly. You know, I eat a lot of food. It's just like when I'm working in this aspect of things, it's coming from within. That's so funny. All right, 6-card spread here. Who are you, Great Spirit? What do you need from me? What ancestral patterns do I need to be aware of? Where am I blocked? Evolve. How can I evolve and know my shadows? And what do you most want me to know? These guys are really excited for you today, actually. They're like jumping. Notes to self. It's up to you. It's totally up to you. You have a choice in how you feel. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Swords and the Temperance card. And even though like going through the healing process may prompt other pain points to come forward, it's still part of that balance and part of the healing process. So recognizing that emotional equivalent that's just going to flow and allowing those swords to come out of that heart and allow those gears to move forward. But it is about just the release and letting that balance come in here, because the expanded hurt is also expanded love. Three of Swords. All right, who are you, great ancestor? We have the Ace of Wands in the reverse position. Oh, I kind of want to turn over all these cards because there's a bigger story here, but we're going to go through this right now. So who are you, great ancestor? This is somebody who has newly passed. We've got that wand in the reverse position. This is somebody that has newly passed. The light has recently been lit for them in heaven. And the grounding is starting to come from this. So really, this person that has recently passed is in that spirit realm right now, where they're getting comfortable with being a spirit. And it's not like a hard emotional tie to the earthly realm. They're getting comfortable with being spirit. They're getting comfortable with where they are now. Okay, that's right. That's right. I'm sorry. So they're getting comfortable with where they are now. What do they need from you? The Six of Wands in the reverse position. They want you to start practicing intentional joy. And it's funny we have these two wands. There's going to be a bigger story once all these cards are flipped. But our spirit guides, our past loved ones, really, they just want us to honor our emotions and put intentional joy into our day. Because we're not meant to be in a lower vibration, right? So we're allowed to visit it, but we're not allowed to unpack and stay there. What ancestral patterns do I need to be afraid of? Oof. What ancestral patterns do I need to be aware of? We have the Four of Cups in the reverse position. I can hear, don't do what I did. But it may be looking at opportunities. Like, there are opportunities available, but they're new and fresh. It's like almost like don't do like what I did, or is there some loose ends, loose ends coming into play where it was like, oh shit, I should have maybe done that. There's something maybe in technical, like a technical paperwork, or in that emotional holding, like a stoic emotional holding. It's time to release that. Release that, release that, release that. Jupiter, get off the plants. Eating my begonia. Jupy. All right, card 1, 2, 3, 4. Where am I blocked? Jupiter. We have the Wheel of Fortune coming in. Okay, so that's the awareness of it. Be aware of other... Jupiter! Damn you, cat. Be aware of other things coming in, right? Where are you blocked? The Wheel of Fortune. It's yours. It's all yours. It's like seriously all yours. Just be willing to welcome it in. So there may be a little bit of heartbreak that comes in. Oh, maybe where this balance card comes in with this Wheel of Fortune also. Where am I blocked? welcoming it all in. He likes to he'll eat the spider plants. Yep. So it's that Wheel of Fortune, welcoming it all. It's all yours, right? Like welcoming it all to you. Starla, hello. All right, so what is card 5 here? How can I evolve and know my shadows? I have to read, buddy. Okay. How can I evolve and know my shadows? We have the Queen of Wands here. So it's in the action, the taking the action, the just doing it. This is who I am, and F you if you don't get it. Jupiter. All right, so the Queen comes in, and it's like, allow the nurturing part of yourself to come in. Now he's playing Knuckles. Allow that nurturing self to come in and nurture yourself. Be kind in a nurturing way to yourself, right? Evolve, know your shadows. Feminine Divine coming in to play with you. Jupiter! Anybody know if begonias are poisonous? Card 6. What do you most want me to know? Moving forward and moving away, the evolution of the pain evolution that's happening. We have these 2 6s coming in too. Turning points, conclusions, regrouping, victory, right? Victory and success on the home front with that 6 of Wands. And we've got the 6 of Swords coming in. That's that movement, moving into balance, moving into a bigger aspect of your realm, and not just a digital realm. Why is digital realm coming in here? Aspect of digital realm is still there. Jupiter. So I'm not sure if that means anything to you, but moving through it. Are you getting messages through like electronics? Hey, big dog. Oh. So pay attention to that, messages through electronics. Oof. A consciousness of lack in our quantum. And this is here too also with that 4 of Cups. So be aware of, like, in your heart of hearts, clearing that. Don't like the cards. Clearing that consciousness of lack is going to open up that 3 of Swords again. But in a good way. In a good way. You guys just having snacks today on my plants? Okay. Consciousness of lack. Everything that's in here is yours. It's all yours. It's all yours. Whatever you choose, it's all yours. It's a kind of a-hole move, Spirit. Now that I noticed, you noticed. Boom. Okay, Halls of the Amenti Initiation. I feel like maybe you get these initiation cards that come in this oracle. Halls of Learning. Halls of Amenti Initiation. So again, we've got the pillars. We've got reflection going on. I don't know, Amenti, Halls of the Amenti Initiation. You may want to screenshot that. So your message here, you are in a deep initiatory chamber, initiatory, I-N-I-T-A-T-O-R-Y, initiatory. You are in a deep initiatory chamber at this time. You might feel that things are heavy and challenging, but know that a reconfiguration is happening. Energetically, you are going through an initiation that will allow you to go beyond the fears of the ego and transcend the limitations of the physical realm. You might not feel that light is present because you're in the middle of this phase at the moment. But know that it is present within you. You might be feeling frustrated or overwhelmed, but a lot of this anxiety is actually old energies that were stored in the depths of your body being released so your vibration can rise. And that's that rising vibration right there. Scrappy, then talk to them. If you're having extreme anxiety, put your hand on your heart, take a deep breath, say, I can do this, and what's my message? Okay, that happens when we're getting more spirit message, when we're opening up to that. So just let your barriers down, hand on heart, deep breath, I can do this, what's my message? Because you're just opening up the willingness to accept it now. All right, Jeremy, we have another initiation for you. Right? So again, it's coming down to your right. It's all up to you. Anything you want is yours. So we can do it from a place of a consciousness lack, or we can do it from a place of consciousness movements. Ooh, yeah, that was actually through meditation. That was my meditation that day. And when I drew it out, like the lasagna of the universe, I meditated about the lasagna of the universe. I think that's great. But again, we have these pillars coming into your session as well. How wild is that? I'm so happy to have shared it with you guys. You're working on something because messages are coming. Okay, I gotta get a Kleenex. I just want to say, it is such an honor to be amongst such a powerful group of people. As my nose starts running, my ears are tingling, my head is tingling. Like, whatever you're onto, you're onto. That's yours. The 10 of, and I've got the goosebumps. So yeah, Jeremy, something's definitely opening up for you there. And all the pillars, all the pillars, all the pillars. All the pillars. And again, 6 of Pentacles. That's a third 6 that's come out. Nice. So that's turning points. Really big turning points, you guys. Oh, Starla, you are up next. Starla. Starla. Archer. People driving by. Oh, big things on the horizon, you guys. This is exciting. This is so exciting. It was so golden. It was so golden with those golden pillars. And then, yeah, I was just like sitting up on my little nebula cloud out in the universe with my raven and looking at where I've been. I've been in the halls on that side. I've been at the Golden Gates on this side. And then just being able to see the levels of energetic energy through the universe. Like the Akashic records. And then there's the halls. And then there's like a different energetic realm. And a different plane, and then like the vastness of the energetic universe. So it was a really wild experience. And like I'm not a big artist, but taken to doing the oil pastels on those meditations has really helped me keep that visual. Starla, Starla, Starla. Awesome. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. You guys, I'm trying really hard to be consistent. Do I ever look behind me when I'm in that place? Like in that halls place? Yeah. Yeah, I've been in a place of complete submergence in it where it's all around me. This was from an observer position though. So my intention going into that meditation was to be in the observer position. But yeah, I have been like in that hallway of the library. Yeah. And it's just like you're kind of it's like a diorama. You're just sort of submerged into it, and yeah. I have a rule when I'm doing dreams or meditations like that too. It's like if I get in a place that I'm not comfortable in, or if I'm afraid of, if I turn around, there's going to be a door there. And, you know, like sometimes my door looks like a picture on the wall. Sometimes it's an actual big door. But quite oftentimes, like if I turn around, there'll be a door there. But there's not when I go there. If that makes sense. There's doors to go into, but not like the door of escape. All right, Miss Starla, number 6. Here we are. Our 6-card reading is the talking drum. Who are you, great ancestor? What do you need from me? What ancestral patterns do I need to be aware of? Where am I blocked? Ooh, how can I evolve and know my shadows? And what do you want me to know? Well, Starla, we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse position. And the King of Wands is falling off his chair. So you're getting out of your own way and seeing your greatness. All right. Love it, love it, love it. Some days grief still hits hard. Be grateful for the habit. It makes those hard days easier. Okay. So who are you, great ancestor? There's 6 of Swords. This great ancestor is here to help you move forward out of pain, out of limiting beliefs. I almost want to say like a grandmother. Somebody that you looked up to and that you were close with. But they're also helping you right now lift. They're helping you lift beyond. They're like doing this to you. Picking you up. Okay, cool. So yeah, we've got like this 6 of Swords coming in here as far as that uplifting spirit guide here. What do you need from me? 6 of Wands. What's with these 6s, people? Love it. So we're having some turning points here, Starla. Welcoming it in more, understanding these messages are for you, knowing that you can take them to your power, and there is no shame or guilt that needs to come with that. So we have victory and success on the home front. Another 6 coming in. Right? Regrouping, turning points, and just understanding that the universe has greatness that's meant for you. What ancestral patterns do I need to be aware of? About not giving away your strength. Everything we need is within us. And I know it's so freaking cheesy to hear that. But sometimes we have moments of wavering strength when we feel like, okay, well, maybe this isn't me. Maybe I'm not meant to do this. Maybe I'm not cut out to do this. Maybe I'm not strong enough. Maybe it's all in my head. Maybe, excuse me, maybe. But those little hiccups that we have, those maybes, are when we find that strength within us. Take that deep breath in that courage cave right there, right in the little triangle of our ribs, right? So what ancestral patterns do you need to be aware of? All the ancestral strength that comes with it as well. All your ancestors are here on your side, giving you that strength, reminding you of the strength that comes with it as well. You know, I talk a lot about breaking those generational curses, but we have a lot of generational strengths that we carry with us, because if our ancestors weren't strong, we wouldn't be here today. Right? If our ancestors fell to the weakness, our bloodline would end. We wouldn't be here today. You're working on 6 of Swords, aren't you? Are you still working on that card? Aha! Card 4. Where am I blocked? Seven of Cups. You need to bring the fantasy back in, the imagination. Daydreaming. Allowing daydreaming. All right, yeah, you have a house to run, but don't be so damn technical all the time. Okay? Let's play imagination games. Play I Spy with made up things. Be a dragon. You know? So letting that fantasy come in. What is it that makes your heart happy? Do you believe in unicorns? Right? So bringing these fantasy things back into play, allowing that the magic of like Harry Potterness coming in. I don't know why Harry Potter's coming in, but like that sort of fantasy land, that imaginative, but it can be so real. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Card 5. How can I evolve and know my shadows? Wheel of Fortune comes in. How can you evolve and know your shadows? You are more powerful than the ancestors that went before you. Nice. Nice. So you are more powerful than the ancestors before you. You have more gifts, more understanding, more technology, more everything. More everything. Right? So take that birthright and take it and run with it. Claim it. Make it yours. Be the biggest, brightest. Romanticize everything about your life. Right? Make it the best. I'm having the most amazing cup of coffee, the most beautiful cup of tea. You'll often hear me like boosting up the food that I'm putting into my body because I want the maximum nutrients out of it. Right? So when we romanticize our lives, you be the main character in your life. You know, add that fantasy. Skip through the garden for a little while. Tiptoe in the tulips. You know, whatever it is that sort of brings that. Go outside and blow bubbles. You know, that's a lot of fun. A lot of giggles. Okay, so it's about claiming it. How can you evolve and know your shadows? Use them to your strengths, because things that we've overcome, adversities that we've lived through, that's nothing to be ashamed of. Look, I survived all that shit. I'm a mighty warrior. Right? Claim it. It's all yours. All yours. You guys, there's some really, really big messages coming in today. Number 6. What do... oh, shit. What does your ancestor, your spirit guide most want you to know? Dream big and take it. Claim it. It's yours. Dream big. Don't give up the strength to give up on your dreams. Have that strength to do it. Have that strength to make the actions towards it. Because, you know, it's not just about getting to that second point. It's about that adventure and that learning in between, right? So we're not leapfrogging there. We can put these steps and have that wicked awesome adventure on the way to achieving that dreams that we're wanting. Ooh, number 5, energy. Fear. Fear, 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 fear is the robber of all the beer. No, fear is the thief of joy. Right? Quite often we fear things that we don't know. Quite often we fear things that we can't control. Okay? No worries about that. Anything that you're afraid of, give it to the universe. Anytime you feel a moment of fear, rise up above it with a moment of fantasy. I'm a princess in a castle. Whatever it is. Take that Disney moment and make it yours. Regaining that strength. Again, we've got the castle here. What are we afraid of on the edge of this cliff? What are we afraid of on the edge of this darkness? Are we afraid of it being so good and so nice that we just don't know what to do because we're used to being in survival mode, right? So take that 10 of Wheel of Fortune, 10 of Major Arcana, the Wheel of Fortune. They're almost wearing the same dress. Do not be afraid of putting your dreams out there. You are deserving. You work hard for that, right? Allow it to be fun and free. What's our gateway of activation? The Divine Matrix. Interconnectedness, synchronicity, God incidences. I feel like we've had this for you before. And you know, I shuffle the crap out of the decks. C, D, D or under D? Can you hear me doing the alphabet in my head? Q, R, S, T. There's a lot of S's. Okay, then under the divine matrix. There we go, the divine matrix. Here we are, Starla. Your message. You are in alignment with the oneness of life and the inner workings of the universe. That's that. That goes with that. The inner workings of the universe. You are part of something great. That means you are greatness expressing itself. Not one thing in your life has happened by chance. Even when you felt that things have been against you, a process has been unfolding, helping you understand your connectedness to all things. So there's no need to feel insignificant or lonely. It's also important to remember that the universe is always working in your favor and for your highest good. You may have felt loss, but no, nothing is ever lost. We are all held in the heart of Source, and love is our connection to all things. And look at that. We've got that circle coming in here as well. We've got that Wheel of Fortune coming in. We've got the infinite of the infinite symbol. We've got the perpetual movement in this hot air balloon on the. We've got energy moving in this card. And you have to give yourself permission to allow it. All right, do you need to screenshot that? So don't let fear get in your way. This is something to be aware of. Grab your strength in that little courage cave. Are you noticing like patterns and things around as well? Because you may be noticing some like divine geometry coming on, shapes. Look for the shapes and the divine geometry and things. And that'll just help along the day, through the day. Know that Spirit's on your side and everything is a miracle. Just finish those sixes. Hey, that's awesome. Yay! Oh, you guys. I even got in my notes, just reading. No work, just reading. We're not working today. All right, my friends, that is it. Now I'm going to pull a little 3 card for me too. I'm going to include myself here so that I'm not excluding myself too. I'm going to share my reading with you today. Interesting. And then we'll bring this reading to a conclusion. Put myself on the list too. Include me in what I'm doing. Thank you, Sarla. All right, card 1. Who are you, great ancestor? What do you need from me? What ancestral patterns do I need to be aware of? Card 4. Where am I blocked? Right? Where am I blocked? Card 5 is how can I evolve? And card 6 is what do you want me to know? Look at that. Make the decisions. And temperance comes in balance. Oof. All right, so here's my reading. Who are you, Great Spirit? The High Priestess. F me. As humans, we like to put rules on ourselves, limitations, and stuck beliefs. Give yourself permission for it to be easier. You guys are going to see a very realness here. All right. So I have the High Priestess coming into my first position in the reverse. So who are you, a Great Spirit? This is the universe trying to guide me. Right? The universe is right there guiding me. Every one of my spirit guides, my spirit council is on my team right now. 2 in the reverse is saying, hey, you're being very limited in who your guides are. I'm going to get told off here in front of you guys. This is going to be great. So who are you, Great Spirit? This is the universe. This is the collective universe, my collective spirit guides. Number 2, what do you need from me? 7 of Pentacles. having a review and seeing what it is that you're repeating that doesn't need to be, and what it is that needs to be reviewed to be welcomed in. Right? So what do they need from me? I need to review this. I need to have a review and see what it is. What am I missing? What am I missing? Ooh. Card 3. What ancestral patterns do I need to be aware of? So not only is this turmoil and drama, this is about like, what are you putting forward? Do you have goals or have you given up? Right? Are you going forward in a place of light? Are you going in a forward of a place of turmoil? Right? So this is a constant reminder that I have that through a lot of uncomfortable actions, there's choices that are being made. So the ancestral patterns are just to throw away or let go, release, shoot away all the burdens of my ancestral past. They don't define who I am, but they have built that foundation to launch me from. Okay? Alcoholism, drug abuse, domestic violence, anything that you could think of like in that sort of situation is not there to define me. Like my grandfather was in jail for stealing lettuce from a freaking portion box during the Depression. You know, like the family history is all over the place. So releasing that, because that's not who we are, that's not our basis, but that is that ground, that springboard, I guess, the springboard going forward. 4, where am I blocked? I'm eating my fucking words. Where am I blocked? We have the Wheel of Fortune coming in. Okay, so I changed my Twitter profile. I'm owning it. Where am I blocked? The Wheel of Fortune. So many things that are possible. Oh, Char. So many things that are possible right now. But again, as humans, we like to put rules on ourselves, limitations, and unrealistic beliefs. Right? Those limitations from all this shit from my family past. That's not me. That's not true to who I am today. Right? So making the decision to let the universe come and just like literally my reader said, pull the oars in your boat and let the universe guide you. And that's what this Wheel of Fortune here is to remind me of. Where am I blocked? I'm trying to put the rules on it. All right, card 5. How can I evolve and know my shadows? Through strength. You guys, the cards call me out just as much. So how can I evolve and know my shadows? Through strength, taking them not as a burden, but as something that is no longer there. That's been done in my family line, so I don't need to do that. In that aspect of things. All right, so we've got strength, we've got Wheel of Fortune, we've got the High Priestess coming in, recognizing my own personal rules that I put on myself because of experiences of growing up out of poverty, out of split home, out of those experiences that I made not happen in my child's upbringing. Okay, but now it's coming into this. Well, now what are you doing for yourself? That's complete. So again, opening up more, having that strength to welcome that infinite energy that's coming in. I'm getting told right off here, you guys. The cards are like, yep. All right. So what do you most want me to know? The 7 of Swords. Take your shit and just be confident with it. Take your ball and play in your yard if nobody's going to play with you. But no, really. The 7 of Swords is the release of conflict when you just own your stuff. Right? Swords is air, swords is truth, swords is words. I'm just letting you know I'm included. This is one of my most truthful decks for me, right? Like this connected so well. So the 7 of Swords is just about, you know what, even if it is a little bit sad and you do have to leave some things behind, when we leave those things behind and we close those chapters, we open new chapters that we welcome in. Number 2, consciousness, present power. Looks like the Chariot card, doesn't it? Grabbing that ferocious present power. Being consciously aware of it and unconsciously aware of it. Just letting the unconscious not have that rules. Let the unconscious soar to it, because as humans, we like to put rules on ourselves. All right, what's my activation here? Oh, 7p, 8 wands, 10 major arcana, 8 major arcana, 7 swords, 2 consciousness. Oh, for ooh. Well then, fuck. And the lion again. Yeah, good observation in that strength. Strength and tiger. So I got the Holy Grail coming in here. This is like a big Ace of Cups. Inner discovery. Finding sacredness. You are what you seek. So the message here, you have been on a great quest, seeking, searching, discovering, but the further you've gone, the more your heart has called you back. You may still be looking for treasure, dun, 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 but you are now discovering that all roads lead back to you. The great source of creation holds up a shiny mirror in front of you. And also that review right here. And you see your reflection. You are the answer. F me, really? You are the divine. You are created, you are creating. The gateway of your divinity has opened, and the vessel of your being is flowing with infinite light. You have been searching for God, and God is within. So go within. This is the key to heaven. Your cup is overflowing, your gifts are being unlocked, and let the world share your treasure. So thank you, by the way. And I do, it just got real, didn't it? Didn't it? Yeah, and also if you wouldn't speak to a child or animal that way, don't speak to yourself about to yourself that way. Yeah. Thank you for that reminder. It has been actually a really interesting path of coercion for myself. It's almost like having that little carrot on this string that's like dangling in front of me to go for it. And I thank you guys all for egging me on for it as well. And, you know, Jeremy, you have mentioned about coming into your personal power and present power. And I feel as a consciousness, as a group consciousness here, we're all doing that together. So it's not like, this is going to sound weird, it's not like any one person is leading the situation. All that's been provided here is a space for it to happen. And we're all leading and guiding our each other. The mirror just tipped. We're all learning and guiding each other in this collective space. Oh, that's wild. That's wild. I wasn't going to do a big reading for myself today, but apparently I needed it. Apparently you needed it as well. All right, so getting a little deeper, getting a little bit more into the realm of spirit talk has been absolutely amazing also. Ooh, I'm like sweaty right now from that. Listen, Linda. No cupcakes. Right? So there's that. And I think this just for me was like a confirmation that I just feel so actually relaxed right now. Like a whole big weight has been taken off of my shoulders. If anybody has been in a 12-step program for anything, you understand the concept of let go and let God. Let the universe take over. Anything that we're worried about, we can release. So that's also a thing. Don't get me wrong, I read for myself on a daily basis, whether I'm into my activation cards or I'm into the Akashic Records, numerology, Akashic Records, mediumship, divine beloved. What else do I have in here that I do for myself on it? Oh, my rune stones. Yeah, so I'll play in all those realms of things, but to do an actual big reading in front of people is an interesting aspect of things. So yeah, just so you know, the cards tell me out just as much as they tell you. Yay! Oh, what a good day. What a good day. So I hope that you guys are welcoming the energy of movement now. We've been in this sort of stationary period. Things have opened up. And again, coming up into this eclipse season, like last week, being open and available for the things to come through for us is where that leveling up happens, right? So being open and available for the universe to provide you with these beautiful opportunities or those signs or scents or symbols or anything that you've been asking for from the universe, knowing that you can get those answers and those answers are yours, right? So I just want to encourage you all this week to pay attention to your signs. Your spirit guides are loud and out there for you, loud and proud, and on your side. Oh, it's so nice to read for you guys today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sometimes it's just nice to hang out, get some insight, toss some cards around. They're a lot of fun. I've been thinking about bringing the runes out for you as well. Oh, spring back pain. Oh, no. Yes. So give yourself time to rest when you need it also. And you know, you can take your hands, even though you can't touch your back, you can touch your front where the pain is in your back, and you can like send that energy through. But planting, digging, hiking, you know what? That's kind of a good pain though. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, summer gardening is a whole different workout, isn't it? You also need to allow yourself that rest period each day. That's when communication happens. That's when our system regulates, right? So yeah, we'll do the big resting when we're dead, but allow a portion of your day to be in rest as well. And that's where we need to practice, you guys. That's where that inspiration is going to come in. All right, my friends, that is it for me today. Sending you all the love, all the love. Oh my gosh, it's supposed to get up to like 26 today. I'm so excited. It'll be hot, but our house stays nice and cool. It's nice. You're so welcome. Thank you so much. It is an honor and a pleasure to read for you guys. I'll be here 9:30. I'm trying to go right across the board. I'm trying really, really hard to be consistent that way. And yeah, tomorrow is Teroscopes, Thursday card for the day. It's going to be a great week. It's going to be a great week. All right, you guys. So much love. Let me give you some extra love. I was going to say some excellent energy, but also that. Extra love and energy for you. Happy little healing hands. Oh, and the pets are coming running. What do you mean? Give me some love too. Oh, give me some love too. Hi, 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 hi. Say hi, everyone. All right. High fives to you. So much love. Yeah, he loves it. I've been practicing Reiki on him. I guess he senses it. Hey. Look, say hi, everyone. Say hi to everyone. Please don't try to jump on me like this. Hey? Oh, I love you too. I love you too. If you get down, No, you're not licking my freaking stones. He's licking the howlite. Don't. He's literally trying to eat my howlite bracelet. Hi. Stay down. 4 on the floor. 4 on the floor. Let me finish up, and then I'll take you outside. Okay? Are we good? All right, you guys. He is letting me know it is time to go outside. I thank you all so much for being here today. Sending so much love and puppy licks. Love and puppy licks. You bud? You're majestic as fuck. Yes, you are. You're a math dog. Majestic ass. Are you a math dog? My math dog. Oh, see, that's his majestic look. I'm looking out the window. Get down. Get down. Get down. No, quit licking. All right, you guys. So much fun. So much love for you. He loves you too. And we'll see. Are you going to look out the window? Go ahead and look out the window. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Mwah! I hope you have a great week. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing energy in here. And I'll see you again soon.